Hi guys, this is Shauna. How are you doing tonight? So, I'm on here tonight because I think I'm going to start a YouTube channel. Not sure what topics to do. I've got a wide variety of interesting topics to think of, or that I can think of. But I'd like to get you guys' opinion. So, anyway, a little bit about me. I'm 50. I live in Missouri. I grew up military brat. But the most fun thing, I guess, would be that I'm from Nashville. I was born in Nashville anyway. I was born in the big music capital of the world. I'm a little nervous because I don't really know what to say, especially since I don't have anybody to talk to yet. But I'm hoping some people will get on here and want to chat with me. Um, let's see. I love animals. I love music. Um, Most importantly, I love God.
Someone said hi to you.
I thought I heard something, but I can't hear for sure. But oh, there's someone there saying hi. Well, hello there. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Um, let's see a little bit more about me. I have 4 kids, and they're all grown. I have 10 grandkids. Hi there, Barbara. I think the first person that said hi is Jocelyn, but I'm not sure how to pronounce it. So I hope I didn't mess that up. Please don't be offended if I did. I'm not real good at name pronunciation.
Yeah,
But
she mentioned she's
anyway,
from
I have
Alabama.
10 grandkids altogether if you count mine and my husband's. And I have, let's see, oh gosh, I get them all mixed up. I think I have 3 boys and 7 girls altogether. That's a lot of girls. But anyway, they live all over the place. I have a son that lives in Tennessee. I have a daughter that's in Alabama. I spent 35 years there. I have, well, 2 of my daughters live in Alabama. Um, and then I have one daughter that lives in Louisiana. My day was pretty good. How was your day? My favorite color is teal. What's your favorite color? Um, I really, I don't know really what to talk about, but I do want to start a channel. So, if you guys have any ideas, I would love to hear them. Oh, that's good, Barbara. I'm glad you had a good day. Um, Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Let's see. I enjoy doing things like watching music videos, listening to music. I love to read. Pink and yellow. Yes, pink and yellow are awesome colors. My middle daughter's favorite color is pink and yellow. Well, no, pink, not yellow, but pink. My oldest was yellow. Her favorite color was yellow. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Um, what are some of you guys' favorite topics to talk about? Do you guys like music? I do Bible study with my family and a group of people from all over the world, actually, on Monday nights. And it's really a lot of fun. We learn about the Word of God, and we, oh, thank you, Barbara. I appreciate that. Um, we do a quiz after. Um, what did I do today? Uh, Not really too much of anything. I went to the store, did a little cleaning, just kind of some ho hum stuff around the house, and talked to the kids and my cousin, and that's about it. Not too much of a day. Um, yes, music is the most wonderful thing. It's like therapy to me. It's a way to feel all the feelings and express yourself and say things that you really don't know how to put into words. Oh, well, happy early birthday, Barbara. I hope you have a wonderful birthday.
I have a question.
Uh, yes,
Um, do you have any dog stories?
I do actually have a dog story. I have kind of a crazy dog story because back in 2007, on January 7th, I was driving down the road. It was about 9 o'clock at night, I guess, and I had my three girls in the back seat of the car. And anyway, I saw a dog in the middle of the road, and I stopped to get the dog out of the road. And it was dark. I wasn't thinking, and I put my car in park and just got out. My ex-husband was with me. We were together at the time. And when I got out to get the dog, he started like yelling at me and stuff and telling me I couldn't keep the dog, which I wasn't going to try to, but that's a whole nother story. But anyway, I saw headlights, and the headlights came towards me, and I guess my mind went blank. I kind of froze. At the like a couple seconds, I thought maybe if I wave at them, they'll be able to see me. But my headlights and their headlights kind of crisscrossed and blocked me. And anyway, at the last second, I thought I'm going to go ahead and get the dog out of the road since I'm already here. So I bent down to pick up the dog, and the next thing I know, I saw stars. Um, it was like the little cartoons with the stars going around their head and stuff. Like I really saw stars, and so I got hit.
Someone saying bye.
Bye. Hope we get to see you again soon. Have a nice night. But anyway, so okay. See you. Have a wonderful night. But anyway, the I guess the when the truck hit me, it was going about 55 miles an hour from what I was told. It flipped me up in the air three times, and I landed in the other ditch across the road. I guess that's what I was told. I'm not sure. The guy didn't stop at first, but he did several feet down the road. You could barely see his tail lights. Turned out I knew him. He was a friend of ours. But they got an ambulance out there, and then they put me in a helicopter and flew me to a hospital in Huntsville, Alabama. And that helicopter ride was pretty scary. But the worst part about it was that collar that they have around your neck to stabilize you. It kept getting in my face, and oh, it just made me feel like I was smothering. And nobody would really talk to me. I guess I was in shock because I didn't feel any pain. The only thing I really felt when I was laying in the ditch and my ex-husband was standing over me, I felt like a warm rush, and apparently I was bleeding, of course. And so anyway, I got there and they started examining me. And when they started moving my leg around and stuff, that's when I felt something for the first time. It was pure agony. It was the most awful pain. But anyway, common phrases that make no sense. Where did that come from? What are common phrases that don't make any sense?
I have no idea what that is.
Huh. But anyway, uh, I forgot where I was at. Oh yeah, they were examining me. Uh, it took them a while to find a vein to get an IV started. When they finally did, of course, they knocked me out because it was awful. The next thing I woke up and my foot felt a little bit better, but it had broken my back in 8 places, shattered my right hip, shattered my right femur, shattered my left foot, and I believe half my pelvic bone as well. They basically put me back together like the bionic woman, or a cyborg, as my cousin calls me. I got a lot of metal in me holding me together, and I was in the hospital in ICU for 3 months. Um, and I tried to die 3 times, apparently. They had to resuscitate me and give me a lot of blood and things to save my life. And then I had to go to rehab in Tennessee to learn how to walk again. And that was pretty hard because I was away from all of my children. I had 4 children at the time. My 3 girls had to see it happen, which I know was scary for them. They were just 14, 12, and 9 at the time. So it was probably pretty scary for them. But they told me I might not ever walk again, and that if I did walk, uh, it would take me 2 years. Um, well, 5 months after my accident, I took my first 10 steps with a walker, but I did. They were able to fix everything except for my back. It it had to heal broken the way that it was. But I did walk, and I spent, I think, 3 months or so in the rehab facility learning how to walk. And then I was determined to go home. I was probably the youngest person in, it was a nursing home type rehab place. I was probably the youngest person there. And just, I couldn't roll over by myself. I couldn't sit up by myself. And I finally got to where that I could. But, still, I was far away from my kids and I wanted to go home. So they told me I had to walk 200 feet in order to be allowed to go home. And I did. I had to use a walker. There was no way I could walk without a walker. But I finally got to go home and be with my girls. And my son stayed with my uncle at the time. Um, but
What
it
happened to
was
the dog?
pretty. What it was a Shih Tzu,
You
one of
get
them
tickled?
cute little dogs. I knew it was expensive, and it had to belong to somebody. But
Did you get to keep it?
I was hoping to find its home. But anyway, that's a testimony of how much I love animals, I guess. Um, do you guys like animals? Um, I love all kinds of animals, not just dogs, cats, dogs, goldfish, snakes, lizards, any any animals. I'm a huge animal advocate. I don't think I'll be getting back on the road in the middle of the night anytime soon. But, I mean, if it were my dog, I would. But it wasn't even my dog I was trying to save. So that was probably not a smart move. But it was a pretty crazy experience. And I still have a lot of pain and a lot of issues now. I still walk a little weird. My son says I waddle. Um, but it's been definitely an obstacle to overcome. The doctor said that if I had not bent down to pick up the dog, that I would not have lived. Um, if it had just been 6 inches higher on my spine, it would have severed my spine and killed me instantly. But I got to keep all my limbs and I got to walk again. And here I am. It's been almost 20 years. Um, anyway, let's see. That was a crazy time. I do not recommend doing that. I don't even like to walk near the road, especially at night. Not now. I'm scared. I used to not be scared, but I am for sure now. But God definitely saved me. Um, God made it to where I could walk again. He knew that I was going to need to. I had a pretty rough go of it for a long time, but life is definitely so much better now and so much different. And now all my kids are grown and have children of their own. Um, my youngest, I guess, my youngest grandbaby, our is just now 5 months old. She's in the NICU. She was born premature. She only weighed 1 pound and 1 ounce at birth. She was 11 and a half inches long, I think. She was due December, I want to say December 17th or 27th, something like that. And she was born on September 11th. And she's beautiful and she's doing wonderful. Um, just found out they're able to take her down to only 5% oxygen use now. And she's gaining weight like crazy. She's now 8 pounds and 2 ounces. So she's going to be a little chunky monkey. And she's gorgeous. And her big sister is 3. And she's a little cutie pie. She's a little stinker. She's a teenager. You guys know what a teenager is? They think they're teenagers and they act an attitude with teenager type stuff. But anyway, she is such a mess. Um, I have another 3-year-old granddaughter. Her name is, um, she's, um, she's a little character. She likes to show out, and I think she'll be an actress one day. And then I have a 2-year-old grandson, and that's her little brother. Those are my son's 2 youngest children. And my son has 2 more daughters. One's 7, and then one is 13, or will be 13 this year. Um, and my oldest daughter has 3 boys. No, I have 4 boys and 6 girls. Okay. Anyway, but Tessa has 3 boys. She has 2 boys that are the.
No
Did you
names.
say something?
Yeah, no names.
All right, right. Um. Anyway, I keep forgetting that. Uh, the two boys are 7 years old, and then one is 9 years old. Um, and then let's say that my middle daughter. Hi, hi, Barbara. Welcome back. My middle daughter has a son who is, I think, 8, maybe 9 months old now. I'm not exactly positive, but he's a little cutie. My youngest daughter doesn't have any children yet. And so I love kids as long as they're somebody else's. I'm done raising my kids. I'm so done raising kids, and I would not want to have another one. But I do love kids, and they're fun as long as I get to go home to mom and dad after I spoil them. Um, I love to watch cartoon movies, so I guess that fits me right in for being a grandma because I can sit down and watch cartoons and cartoon movies with them all day long. Um, I'm not real great with video games, but my older grandkids want to play video games, and so does my husband's daughter. Um, she wants me to learn to play Roblox. Do you guys know what that is? I've heard of it a couple times because my best friend's grandson, he likes to play it. Well, hi there. You're back before tomorrow. Welcome back. I'm glad you guys could join again. I'm just sitting here talking about my grandkids. I don't really know what to talk about. You guys have any topics you want me to talk about, or any questions you'd like to ask me? Because I'll be glad to answer anything. Somebody sent hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Oh, I see where that question came from now. Yes, I like to cook. Probably the best thing I can cook is fried chicken. That's kind of one of my specialties. That or meatloaf. I think I do that all right. He says I does anyway. I does. I said that really well. Do you guys like to cook? What's your specialty or favorite dish? What's your favorite types of food? I like all kinds of food. Um, let's see. Is my daughter married? My oldest daughter is married, and my middle daughter is married. My youngest daughter, who is 26, she is not married. Um, and then the youngest beside my youngest from my second marriage is not married, and then my husband's daughter is not married, but she is engaged and going to be married. Um, are you married? Oh, you live with your mom and dad. I see. What kind of food do they make you? What do you like? I I like all kinds of food. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. I think I might have, but I was raised up a military brat. My stepdad was in the Air Force, and I got to live in Korea for a year. And so I love Korean food. And well, I love all kinds of Asian food, but Korean, especially authentic in Korea. Oh man, that stuff is so good. I wish I could cook some of that, but I've never really been able to get any of the good ingredients because you need like the real ingredients, not like substitutes. Otherwise, it's not going to taste the same. What's your favorite food? I'm not sure how I'd pronounce your name, but the one that, why do I have tattoos? All of my tattoos have a meaning. Um, the tattoo on my chest, a purple butterfly, it represents several things. It represents suicide awareness. I had a very good friend commit suicide. Um, I have, it also represents Chiari malformation. And that is a brain disorder where your brain outgrows your skull. My oldest daughter, has that. I have another awareness tattoo, and it says, I am enough. And then I have a tattoo on my leg, and that's for my friend. Um, and then I have my children's names and a yin yang symbol. Um, the yin yang symbol, to me, it represents both male and female energy, and also like a little bit of good and bad in the bad, and a little bad in the good.
Eh.
But all of my tattoos mean something to me. They hold a special meaning, and I plan to get more, lots more. Plus, they're addicting. I love tattoos. I love tattoos. They're a way to express yourself. Do any of you guys have tattoos? Um, if so, what are they? Tell me a little bit about them. My oldest daughter is a tattoo artist. She is working on opening her own shop. She has all the equipment and real professional, and she's done most of my tattoos. It is 7:40, I believe, over here. Where are you at? Where do you live? I can't pronounce the dish that you said your parents made. Uh, I don't even want to try. I'm afraid I will offend you if I say it wrong.
I'll try.
Uh,
Ish Shabioli and Shabiyat.
Shabioli and Shabiette. I don't think I've ever heard of those. I'd be willing to try them. I love to try new foods.
You lived
And
in
I
South
love
Korea
to
for a while, didn't you?
where.
Didn't you live in South Korea for a while?
Yes, I lived in South Korea. I don't think those are Korean dishes though. If they are, I don't recognize them. My favorite Korean dish was kimchi and bulgogi. I love bulgogi. A bulgogi is kind of like Mongolian beef that you get at a Chinese restaurant, but better and more spicy. And kimchi, I'm sure a lot of people have heard of it, but in case you haven't, it's fermented cabbage and kind of a red sauce, and it's really, really good. Over in Korea, they eat that with everything, kind of like we do ketchup. It's kind of like a garnish or a condiment or whatever. So those are things that stand out in my mind as my favorites. That or their shrimp fried rice. Boy, they had some good shrimp fried rice. And if you eat in Korea, they have like a kind of a buffet style all the time. Every meal, they've got like so many bowls and dishes out. It's just, if you leave hungry, it's your own fault. And then, of course, most of my family is from the South, and I was raised in the South. I lived from the time I 13 until a year and a half ago. I lived in Alabama. So traditional Southern dishes is something I know very well. Are you in a different country, apparently? What country do you live in? I'm really scared to try to pronounce your name. I don't want to mess it up. um, does any of you guys like to cook? Cooking is a way to express yourself and show love, and also a way to learn about new cultures and through their food. You know, because a lot of people put their heart and soul into their meals and put love into their food, and so I mean, it's a great way, and plus it's a way to bond and share with your family and do something nice for someone if they're going through a hard time. Food is how we live anyway, and it's how we share and socialize with one another. So, are you guys into healthy eating, or are you like fried foods or junk food or a bunch of sweets? I know I have a cousin. She's not so much into sweets. She's never even tried. I think she said she never even tried cake or cobbler. That's insane to me. How can you go your whole life without ever having cake or not liking cake? I don't know. I couldn't do it. But of course, I'm diabetic now, so I can't have all those goodies too much. I have to eat in very, very tiny portions if I get any. Oh, that's all right. I'm more into sweet and savory foods anyway. Um, I used to like to dance when I was younger. Like I said, I like music. Love to read. Reading is the way to go because you can get lost in a book, go into a whole another world, another galaxy or realm, and just be someone else or see the world through someone else's eyes for a little while and kind
I
of
heard that
escape
I heard that you
where
were
you're at.
attempting to be a book author yourself.
Do what?
I heard you were attempting to be a book author yourself.
Right. Yeah, I am definitely. I'm working on writing a couple of books, children's book, and of course, I would like to write my, I guess, autobiography would be what I would call it. But yeah, I would love to write. I used to write poetry as a teenager and a young adult. I haven't done it so much over the last decade or so, but went through a really rough spell there for a while. So didn't really get to focus on my hobbies too much. I was more focused on surviving. No, I'm definitely not wealthy or doing fantastic, but life's a lot better. It's kind of fun being on live. It feels awkward, um, not being really able to talk back to anybody. I wish you guys would talk more. I'd like your input.
So once
Um,
we keep going
am I
further,
doing okay?
can you hear me?
Barely.
Once we get going a little bit longer, then we will. What were we talking about?
Um, I was just talking about books and stuff.
Okay, I'll get back to you. I forgot what we were talking about.
I don't know. I would like to know what kind of topics you guys want me to talk about. Um, I thought about maybe doing some news stories. Um, I've thought about doing reaction videos. Um, I've thought about funny videos. I love funny videos. We watch those a lot. Um, we love to laugh, love jokes, love to laugh. Um, but, but I don't really have a whole lot going on right now except for Bible study and, um, just doing grown up stuff. Not much fun. Not much fun going on. Play with my dog, hang out at home.
What does your dog look like?
He is a Chinese crested. He's black and white. The Chinese crested don't have hair except for on their hair and on their tails, but he's a powder puff version, so he does have hair. He's beautiful when he first gets a bath, but like within 24 hours, he looks completely homeless and like a little mongrel again. So, and then I have a black and white cat. My cat, his name is Sylvester, and that's because he looks like the cat on the Twinny Bird cartoons. He looks pretty much like Sylvester the cat. If I could get Mushu to get up out of bed with his dad, I could show you my puppy, but he's kind of preoccupied at the moment. Um, I don't know. I could probably get up and go over there, but I don't want to accidentally get dad in the shot because he might not want to be in the shot. But I love to do arts and crafts. My favorite is wood burning. Do you guys have any hobbies that you like to do? He likes to collect rocks and learn about rocks and things. Oh,
I collect rocks,
you collect rocks.
and I
You
have a
guys
pet
have that in
cow.
common.
I have a
Mhm.
pet cow,
Yes, yes, the pet cow is awesome. What's your pet cow's name?
Gertrude.
Not going to answer that one, huh? I know your pet cow's name. She's going to get it one day. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But
Oh my gosh! I cannot believe that even came out of your mouth.
see, I knew I could get a rile out of you somehow. um, wow, I like movies. Sometimes I love comedies.
What's your favorite movie
Mm,
and why?
like of all time, I guess I have to say maybe like Stand by Me. I love that movie.
Why?
Um, mine and my daughter's movie was always 10 Things I Hate About You. Um, I love Marvel comic. Uh, I love all superheroes, but Marvel over DC any day. And my favorite comic is the Hulk. I've always loved the Hulk ever since I was a little girl. When I was a little girl, it was like the original Hulk with Lou Ferrigno. And I would be parked in front of that TV every day when it was on. And I always watched it. And I've always loved the Hulk. But of course, I love Wolverine and Phoenix and Professor Xavier and Mystique and all them. So, of course, I have to watch all the superhero movies and shows. And I just got done not that long ago watching the Defenders series. like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, Iron Fist, The Punisher. Um, hmm, who? Oh, anyway, there's lots of stuff that I love about Marvel, but I've watched, of course, all like I said, all the X-Men movies, and he used to collect comics. He's got to rebuild his collection, but he's got a little bit going on right now. Love that. Love outer space. My stepdad worked for NASA, and he worked for the Air Force before that. So, got to learn about a lot about airplanes and outer space. It's pretty cool. Have you guys ever heard of the show Lost in Space? Back when it first came out years and years ago, my stepdad and my mom were in high school, and he entered a contest, a drawing contest, and the prize was whoever drew the best design. Their design got used to make the model of the Jupiter 2. Well, my stepdad won. So he's actually the one that designed the original Jupiter 2. So I thought that was pretty cool. They done a lot of cool things. He built a life size Robbie robot, the B9 robot. He built one. It worked, it talked, it moved. Of course, it couldn't go across the floor, but like its arms moved and the lights and the little head came on and all that stuff. But it was pretty cool. It took him years to do that. And Star Trek, Spock is my favorite. Um, because he's logical. And my stepdad took and carved a uh, Enterprise out of wood. It took him 3 years to do it. Put lights in it, and it had the control panels and the captain's chair and all that stuff inside of it. Really, really cool. I would love to have that, but my stepbrother has that. But I don't know. I like action adventure movies. I like thrillers. Um, I like psychological thrillers, really, more than anything. Um, uh, Comedies is probably my go-to because, like I said, I love to laugh. Let's see. I like to watch TV series. Now that's about all you can do is stream them and watch them. But I remember the old days, or back in the day, however you want to say it, where you had to sit down and watch it and then wait for the next episode to come out the next week, and that was horrible. There for a little while when the internet first came around, we got to do without the commercial. Now we have commercials again. So let's see. I don't like the commercials. They put way too many ads in there. It's excessive. I got tongue tied. Have we got anybody still with us, or is anybody watching? Anybody interested in talking back? You guys tell me what you want to talk about. I can talk about anything. No?
Okay, so that's almost an hour. So, what time do you think you want to do this again? Because you need to be a regular so that people can know when you're coming on.
Hmm.
You
I
need to
don't
know the name
know.
of the show. So you did great tonight. Let's go ahead and call it quits.
I tell you what. Let's get off the live, and then you call me, and we'll discuss the details.
Yeah, you kind of want to leave something with the people who are watching you if you're going to come back.
Right. Yeah. I'm planning on coming back. We can try to do tomorrow again about the same time for a little while.
Okay.
So around tomorrow around 7-ish. If anybody's still out there wants to come join me again.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead
if
and
that
cut
works for everybody else.
it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it so you can say your goodbyes, and then I'll call you.
Okay. All right, you guys, have a wonderful night. I've enjoyed sitting and talking with you. I hope you join me again and think of some things you want to talk about, and we'll talk about stuff. Let's do this. Y'all give me some ideas and we'll get this thing going. All right. Good night.